Settlement. I'm so sorry. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call for May 15th, 2025. Eric Dick,
Here.
Donna Morrison, Don Gabrielson,
Yep.
Mike Delphos,
Here.
Joe Adam, Cole Sweet,
Here.
Mark Caldwell, John Freeman.
Here. Everybody get their minutes from last month? Any changes? Everything look good?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second it. Mike makes a motion to approve the minutes. Paul seconds it. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. Public comment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the privilege to be here. Vision Press Production News Media thanks you for the privilege to film your meetings.
You're welcome. Okay, on to old business. Truck signs to begin next week.
She's coming, I didn't have a word. She's coming
Okay.
next week to measure the trucks, I guess.
Oh, for the new letter. All right.
She's gonna give us a picture or something of what she's gonna do.
It's pretty much the same thing it's on the truck now.
Gonna be a little bit bigger.
I told her to go a little bit bigger.
Yeah. I'd like.
It's a darker blue. She couldn't match the
No,
exact.
that's fine, but just so it's a little bit bigger.
I told her.
I don't know, you guys got any ideas?
No, I'm fine with it. Just something that'll last a little longer than what's on
Yeah.
there.
Can she make something for across the tailgate?
I can ask her.
We will.
Just ECIMA?
Yeah.
Let me ask her.
Yeah, it don't have to be as big as the rest of it, but if somebody, you pull in their driveway or back in, you can see who we are. That's what I'm after. Not what you're going down the road. It's,
Yeah, ask her, see what you can do.
I'll take care of it.
see if she can give us a price. Yeah. It's gonna be, according to what Eddie was saying, maybe you know more too, it's just gonna be letters, it's not gonna be one piece of vinyl, it'll just be the vinyl letters, instead of the whole thing like we got last time.
It'll last longer.
It'll
than that
last a
sticker.
lot.
Yeah, it's just the
Oh,
letters.
That whole one-piece sticker just wants to shrink in the sun, and
Yeah.
when it does, it just peels right off.
Or if you do just the letters, they'll do better.
That's the big thing we're after, is to make it last.
Yeah,
Well, I'll be able to see it.
identify the truck too. You roll into somebody's driveway at 2 o'clock in the morning because you think they got a water leak, and then they're
Yeah.
screaming at you.
Absolutely.
You got anything, Rick, on your old business?
No. As far as the engineer report, I spoke with Joel earlier this week. He said he was going to email, he wasn't going to be able to make it, and he would email our report. He never emailed anything, so I have nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric, how are we making out with the easements, For that, you to go.
Eric wouldn't know, but Rick would.
All right, well, I didn't know.
Rick hasn't told me yet, so I don't know.
I did call RES twice,
Okay.
and the president was out of town. And I talked to Alan LeGrand, and he was supposed to see who has it or what's going on with it, and I didn't hear back from him.
Okay. Well, we sent it twice to him, to the Armagh address. And so, that's the address that we
Yeah,
would
well,
give
that's
them.
probably where it's at, and
Yeah.
if I get a chance, I'll talk to Ellen tomorrow, and maybe they can get a hold of Armagh.
Okay. Well, there's approximately 22 easements that we need, and we got, I think it's 14 back. So, and the other ones, we've sent them out. Some of the people didn't get easements. I'm still waiting on Mr. Ricketts.
We tagged him again.
We tagged him again because he has no answering machine. I've called him several times. So that's where we're at with that, and just keep plugging away on.
And we can't do nothing until we get there.
Right. So that's it for the easements. Yeah.
We've got somebody coming in over the holiday too, but is
That guy, that third guy that.
Yeah, he's in and gone, and he,
Oh, we didn't get nothing.
no, and he never called. So I did try calling him, I think it was Tuesday, and got no answer. So, and I left him a message. So, because he was supposed to be up there. So that's all I have for the easements and for the engineer.
Good.
Go ahead.
Again, your turn, manager reports.
So, your first report, there's your P&L breakdown. So we operating revenue on the sewer side, 50,572.76. Same scenario as before with these lines of credit, and marked there at the bottom what we pulled from each one. So we had net income on the sewer side after we make these adjustments with the lines of credit of 19,496.10 on the sewer side. Water side, we had 44,802.15 on operating revenue. Same scenario there. So we had net income of 15,243.45. Overall, net income of 33,019.03. Second report is the bills to be paid. Up there towards the top, that BFMC, that's our billing cards. We order those about once a year. Centos, of course, that's uniforms. That Clearfield County Clean Water, we took care of those checks last month for the permits and stuff in the sewer plant. H.A. Thompson, just insurance. Keystone, that's local tax. Second page, looking to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Palco, of course, the generator work. Corporate revenue, that's just normal. PMAA UC fund, that's quarterly. We got filled back up for propane and oil for the generators after that power outage. Third page, chemicals there from Syntex Organics. Post office, treasurer, UPMC, pretty much normal. Of course, we reimbursed, down there at the last one, we reimbursed for notary work for those easements for the customer. Next report right after that is our employee hours and our comp time down at the bottom. It's coming down a little bit. Under your cash balance tab, and I hope everybody has actually a cash balance tab, is everything for the end of April. Our balance is down a little bit, up a little bit. A little bit has to do with the line of credit they get deposited in the disbursement account. Probably a little bit left in there. And then probably under your miscellaneous tab is the new tag list for this month. Quite a few payments last 2 days. Just this afternoon we had account 1780, that one was paid. It's full. And then I have some correspondence just from the borough, adding John, that letter's there, and then the other correspondence we'll have to discuss, or you can discuss later on, so that's all I have.
Only one page on
There's a page, one more or two.
that transfer switch you had trouble with the other day.
I greased it up, and it seems to be,
Okay.
I think it was just dry. I still got somebody coming in to look at the generators. Service.
Yeah, Mike only has one page.
Oh, do you? Okay, we can get you second page.
Oh, you're on the,
That's all right, I can go with the others.
in fact, Mike doesn't even have,
You
That's
don't
what
have
I
a
thought.
tag list?
he don't have it, it's for March.
Okay, well, I can get you, you can have this one, I have plenty.
Really ain't too bad.
That $2.99, it seems to now.
Well, she has, which one's $2.99?
Second one down.
Well, she pays it full tomorrow, but she has 2 units and really high water usage, like 20,000 gallons a month.
Does she pay late fees and
Oh yeah, that's everything. She'll show up probably tomorrow, pay the whole thing, and being that she has 2 units and 2 base rates and all the usage on the meter, that's only 2 months.
Mhm.
If they pay it, I don't know, but the leak's inside, it's not
Oh.
outside, so. I'm assuming they have a leak. I mean, I've called and left messages and they don't pull back, so they must be aware of it, or,
How long they're paying it?
yeah.
high water consumption?
Yeah. I think it might be coming down like 18,000, maybe this month. You're not working.
Okay. I'm gonna combine the report along with a little bit of new business. As far as some of the work that was completed, and Jeff, you can jump in here any time that if I miss something. But the walk behind mower was serviced. Due to the high flows, pumps were pulled at Blaine City and at the plant and at the Irvona pump station. Jeff already mentioned about Boyer being in to look at a few of the generators. Jeff's been working on manholes, and those are about 96% completed in Irvona. You're right. During the high flows, we had a request from Joe Dick and Mr. Dinner to pump down their grinder pumps. Had a grinder pump go down over on Swank Street. Found out that it was a bad off float. As normal for the month, had several PA1 calls. Call outs were for naturally no power, and manhole lid over on Emma Street and Irwin. water leaked on the 2-inch line down in Glen Hope. That would be going towards where Randy Dawes lives back there. Okay, the other thing is on that manhole that Jeff went out to repair, had trouble with the welder.
Yeah, the generator won't run that well.
Yeah. So he looked up and we've got from Harbor Freight for $1,300. He's picked out a generator that'll run the welder. And is this the welder that we got, or this the welder that you want?
I want that from the truck. It's just a little flux cord.
That'll take care of
That'll
the.
weld the manholes
Yeah,
down.
that'll
Instead
weld
of
the
carrying
manholes
that bottle and everything else
Yeah.
around.
Well, you can run flux core on that.
Can you?
Just buy flux core. You might have to reverse. You have to see what the wire is, but you might have to reverse polarity on it.
Okay.
But it'll run flux core.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll just have to get wire. And then you won't have to worry about the ball.
Brigham Young has one, isn't
Yeah, Ringmore has one. I don't know if they have flux core, but they have wire.
it? Yeah, they do have.
Check up there for it. Like I said, you'll have to check. You have to check on the polarity.
What advice, don't waste your money on junk wire.
That's right. I like the one.
I don't buy them, but Lincoln, 56 is what I do.
When you check on the box, it'll tell you what polarity you're on. You might just have to swap it inside.
Well,
the
but
book.
leads.
Yeah, you can run.
You know, like
Yeah, I've never had any problems.
Way over my head.
Okay. So you,
See, let me see the generator, or now the one from the generator. Pass it around.
pass that around.
Yeah, I've got all mine.
That should definitely run. That should definitely run.
That'll run.
No problem.
Then decent generator, Harbor Freight, that's,
The Predator stuff's not that bad. You buy the 1-year warranty thing on it.
I've been hearing their battery tools are really good. I don't have any, but
We have another Predator generator out there that we beat on, and it's
right,
I've never had any issues.
You know, it's held
It's a
up
little
pretty
one.
well.
It's 2001, but Pip uses it all the time.
Yeah.
Never had any issues with it. Love to have a Honda, but I mean, to have a Honda in that 13,000, you're probably talking $8,000.
70,000.
It'd be nice because you can get parts for it. You could buy
you know, like,
Fine,
I
that's-
just didn't
yeah, that's the whole thing.
ethanol.
You know, make a motion on
Well, you need that generator, you're gonna need the generator regardless.
Regardless.
And what, you know,
Oh, we got a motion.
that?
Yeah, it's
Paul makes a motion to purchase the generator. Mark seconds it. All in favor?
you can keep that right on the truck.
Generator.
Yeah, 13,000.
Yeah, we brought it, man.
Predator generator.
She can have that if she
Maybe
wants.
kind of monitor on this system.
I put them on to the blue box. Should have been in the truck.
Mike second.
Mark second.
Do you want this in case you can't do the other one? Can't get the other
I'll
one to
get with
work?
Eric after the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get wire for
If he can't work with that one and needs to get this one, why don't we just approve it?
It'll work.
Make a motion. It'll work with the change
it.
the wire.
Just change the wire, it'll work.
Okay.
Like I said, the biggest thing I have to do too is maybe switch the polarity on it. Some of those. You
All
know,
right, good enough.
some repairs. Yeah.
Yeah, when I have the garage, it's all you can do, the priority.
Okay. Turn over to whatever you want to call it, the front or the back, where it says the weir flow. That would be, looks like something like this. Okay. Pretty well self-explanatory from April of last year to April of this year. Both at the end there, over 4 million going over the weirs. Let's hope it holds for 9 more months.
There you go.
Yeah. You can flip it around to where it says board report, May 2025. This is the water report. You can look at the last 2 columns. They're the ones that make the most sense. Overall accounted for 67%. Did repair a line down in Glen Hope, so that seems to be helping quite a bit down there.
Is that our little leak down
That's what we're thinking. Yes. Yeah. So.
You had a lot of loss this time, didn't
Yeah. Yeah. So, on that side note there, the line flushing is completed for the system. So, on the sewage end, one of the things to draw your attention to there is 5 inches of rain. So, 5 inches of rain, and I don't know about you people here, but I was without power for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we were living off the grid. That's it.
I'd just like to thank our employees, because I know they had a couple of rough weeks with the rain and the power outages, and it makes the draw pretty rough. Thanks for being there for everybody.
The only other thing I have, and like I said, I was combining my report with new business on the new business end. I'd like to get a push mower, if that's okay with everyone, just to like a regular 22-inch self-propelled, rear wheels, high wheel, in the back.
You plan on using it?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, while you're at it, can I get me a weed eater too? Seeing as how I'm going to be using this. I don't want to use junk. So, but anyway, we have.
John.
You can get on
That one out there, John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right. So, I think we can squeeze by with the 30-inch walk behind for this year, and throw that in the budget for for next year.
Yeah, in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, it's.
Been here since
I'll make a motion.
Hector is a
He can go down to Sugar to pick out a mower. That'll work.
Yeah, makes a motion to purchase a mower. Somebody second.
Do we need a weed eater too?
No. I think we should.
So we have 3 of them.
Yeah.
We can go on that.
Yeah.
Need a couple operators.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Nobody yet.
I'll second.
Good.
All seconds the motion. All in favor?
Alright.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve the reports.
Need a motion to approve manager's reports.
I'll make a motion to approve the manager's report.
I'll
as
second.
reported.
Mark makes a motion to approve manager's reports. Donnie seconds it. All in favor? Motion passes. You got anything under new business?
Already done.
Covered it.
Yeah.
I'd like to see us get started up above the VFW with making some plans to come across the road and get started on that. Maybe get some materials ordered and go ahead and move on it.
We
Maybe
have Joel in on that, or?
Whatever you decide you wanna do it and how to do it. I mean, I did start on, we did go up and look and do some witching and that, you know, some preliminary stuff, but, we, pretty sure that we found where the line is that we need to tap. And that we need to do some exploratory on that. We'll find the line, we'll tap it. And, you know, there's no sense of digging it up without tapping the line
Yeah,
and
and then you'll know where you gotta go across the road and
Right.
stuff and take it from there.
Eddie and I walked down through there doing, like I said, some preliminary witching, and we have to get in there and do some more really fine tune it, and to find, you know, where the water line's going down through there so we don't hit it.
It's only 300 feet. If we get
it's not
started
far.
and only do half of it this year, we'll get the rest of it in the fall or next year. You know,
Get your
we gotta
fine,
get started.
get fine tuned and see what.
I
see
think
what we
I think we need a price on what we're gonna cost us first and see where we're at. I think that'd be a good place to start.
On
What it's gonna-
on
about what
materials.
material and the labor that it costs to dig it, you know, whatever. Try to get an estimate of what we're gonna spend. 'Cause, I mean, I think
figure
it's
out-
something that we should
Yeah,
think about.
Yeah, fine tune it, and then we'll figure out what we need, and,
okay.
you know, if we can get it on our own, we'll put it together and see what it's gonna
That's
cost
what
us
I'd
and
like
go
to
from
see
there.
is do it on our own.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you said, you guys just did some preliminary stuff, so get
Right.
a little bit more, you know, concrete stuff down, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
How
We
much,
could-
how much, not to interrupt, but how much more do we have as far as, I for our systems that to keep? Cause those guys are so busy with all that right now. With the I.
Until they get the I&I done, maybe we'll be ready to start that line then. You know what I mean? It's gonna take time to figure out what you need and what you're gonna do. So, you know, give them a little bit of time there.
What are you seeing in the manholes? You seeing a lot that needs major or minor, or?
There's a couple leaks around the top of the pipe. And then that one up there that the manhole keeps popping off, and we lower it down, that'll rise and replace.
We'll have Jeff's gonna compile a list.
I'll come up with a list.
Okay.
Work from that.
And for next meeting, I'll have, you know, some solid numbers, you know, for this. And then I'll get solid numbers for doing the whole thing, and then you can decide how you wanna proceed. And, because we're gonna need, I need to see, how many property owners are down through there, because we're gonna need easements, you know, right of ways to get down through and to maintain the line, so we
You
don't.
don't have easements?
That's another thing, we should already have some type of easement.
Well,
No, that's not even on any of our maps.
how old is it?
It's old, yeah. Yeah, it's old.
I was just thinking about the guys are so stretched out with all the work that they have, you know, and then we're gonna put another project on their list that they've gotta work with. That's all I was thinking about with that.
Well, we definitely need, before we jump on the water line, we definitely need to do the I&I. That's why we bought the other camera with the locator, so.
Does that help out?
And we haven't had a chance to do any of that. He's working on, you know, he's got the manholes
Yeah.
done now, so. Let's see what happens this month, and you know, we'll go from there. So we'll give him some help, and
That's what I was gonna ask.
that's gonna take a couple people, so.
Do we need some help for the summer?
Probably not a bad idea.
What's that?
Probably not a bad idea.
You think we're gonna check into getting somebody to help us out a little bit? You know, maybe we can find somebody who's looking for some part-time work, or a kid, that, you know, in high school
That's the
that
next one.
could work with us. you know, mow grass or whatever. I don't
Right.
know.
Until after
Right.
that one,
Yeah.
depending on.
You know, I think, you know, we have plans next year, but, you know, till then,
Mhm.
you know.
You might even get somebody retired that wants more work too.
Either retired or, you know, junior or senior in school, looking for some work.
Then you looking for part-time?
I'm not allowed to.
You want to throw a ad in the local newspaper, or a couple of local newspapers for, part-time,
Yeah.
part-time seasonal work, or wanna do something like that?
Part-time summer help.
Yeah, part-time summer.
Can you get a letter up to the schools?
You wanna do Clearfield and Altoona, or just wanna do Clearfield, or,
Maybe put them in both.
pardon me?
Maybe put them in both.
I can tell you for sure this is not right.
Altoona's expensive to put it in, but we won't,
You know what?
you know, it won't be this big, it'll be this big. So,
Okay, so we'll go with this then.
So letter to Harmony, Glendale, Cambria Heights, and, who else? did we-
Shenandoah
Shenandoah
Valley.
Valley.
All right, so that's,
Same pay scale we used last time? I think we put it in the letter last time.
we'll talk about that. huh?
Okay.
Is that it for new business?
that's all I have.
All right, we're gonna jump into a quick executive session then, we'll talk about two things, I guess. Hang around.